Hi Gemini, welcome to WillowOAK. I am here to do a reading for you for the last half of August. So please only take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. It's a general reading. You might check your sun, moon, and rising for a more complete picture, or if this does not resonate with you, okay? All right. Let's see what your overall energy is during this time. Wow, that's powerful. You have the Emperor. Logic and organization will increase your success. Take charge of the situation. Accept a leadership role, structure, and discipline. Very, very powerful. And makes important decisions on a daily basis, okay? So you have a lot of power and the ability to make decisions. This would be a very good time, if you do have major decisions to make them. But also the Emperor can be kind of rigid and traditional. So that is something that you might want to keep your eyes open for. Well, stay up there. Okay. Now let's get a few oracle cards to go with that. And then we'll go into the tarot. All right. And I hope you are doing great, and thank you so much for being here. Well, you have the cat spirit, claim your independence. And to me, that would go right in with the Emperor. Yeah, definitely. And at the bottom of the deck from taking that, you have the owl spirit, letting you know that you are seeing clearly now. So these three are awesome together. Using your wisdom, making extremely important decisions with confidence, and claiming your independence. It's a very powerful time for you. And now, this is for the last few weeks in August. But time being fluid, you know, it can last a little longer. It all depends on you and your energy, right? Okay, now let's get a wisdom of the oracle to see what it would like to share. To me, it fits right in there. Come to the edge. Yeah, this is saying you need to step outside of your comfort zone. But you see there's lots of hearts sprinkling down. So even though you're coming out of your comfort zone, it is because there's something that you love, that you really find worth stepping out of your comfort zone for. And at the bottom of the deck, you have a deep knowing, which is your wisdom. And it can also be your intuition. And if you recall, at the bottom of the prior deck, you have an owl again. You see clearly now. You have a deep knowing. So these are saying something very similar. Okay? You have a lot of clear sight, a lot of deep knowing, and a lot of wisdom. So this would be the time to come to the edge. Definitely. Okay, one more. And then we're going to go into the tarot and see what it would like to share. It looks to be a very powerful time for you. Magic. Beautiful. Okay, this is one card that, to me, can fall into both the yin and yang, you know, the physical, spiritual. Both of them, but definitely the spiritual side. Let's get some tarot and see what it would like to share. But yeah, this looks like a powerful time. So if there's something going on in your life where you know that you should be making a decision, this would be the time to do it. Because you have two cards of deep knowing. You have the Emperor as your overall energy, and you have the cat spirit who's telling you it's time to claim your independence and come to the edge. So, yeah, this would definitely be the time. And this is saying magic. So you can, kind of relax in the knowledge that whatever important decision needs to be made, you have what you need to make it during this time. Okay. Here you have the 9 of Swords, which is saying unfounded fear, expecting the worst, thus creating self-fulfilling prophecies, allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the situation. Sleepless nights, refocus your thoughts. Okay. This to me is the only challenging card you have at the moment. And you have so much power, so much strength with you that you can get out of this energy. This will not serve you, okay? These thoughts and emotions that are challenging only serve to bring you down, not up. But it is coming out underneath the Emperor. And you have a lot of good cards and a lot of cards of wisdom. So, do not let yourself stay in this energy. Okay? Use your strength, and you have a lot of it, and your wisdom to pull yourself out of that energy. Okay, let's see what else you have. Wonderful. You have the 3 of Cups. News worth celebrating. Joyful announcements like engagements, weddings, pregnancy, or graduation. A time for gratitude. Close communities or chosen families. And what this is saying is it is time for you to get together with the people that you really care about and celebrate. It is an informal kind of get together. So you can just relax with your friends and have a good time, okay? And for me, this is also a card of your support system. So if you need any support in any of this, especially this, you have it. Your support system is here. And one thing to mention, okay, you have the Emperor. Important decisions all the time. Come to the edge. Claim your independence, right? It looks like a heavy time. And when I say heavy, I don't mean negative. I would say it's most likely quite positive. But this alone has the potential to cause sleepless nights if you're not used to taking on this kind of energy, okay? So it might just be a matter of you using your wisdom and reframing what's going on. Instead of seeing the fear, see the opportunity and excitement. That sort of change in perspective. Okay, and here, love this energy, you have the Knight of Cups or water. Romantic, flirtatious, introspective, fickle, falling in love, being swept off your feet, a sudden love affair, a lack of balance in a relationship, situations or topics that make your heart flutter, a love of art and poetry. So, this could have to do with romance. So could this, coming to the edge with all the hearts, right? It really could. Possibility exists. But this could also be saying, knights have their goals that they're going for. And this particular knight is going for the love and for the art, the poetry, the beauty, wanting to surround himself with wonderful things. So to me, this and this adds a little bit of balance to this powerful energy. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Knight of Swords. So it's very interesting that you have 2 knights. This knight is all about the love, and this dreamy experience. This knight is just about the opposite, okay? This particular knight is very clear thinking, very forward thinking, using their wisdom potentially communication, and they're going for their goal as well. But their goal, they want to accomplish as quick as possible. And here is a slower moving knight that's just enjoying every moment. Here is hurry up and get it done. Now, a few things with this. This particular energy, while very clear thinking and quick, can also, maybe miss something because you're going so fast. So here, it looks like, come to the edge. And there might very well be this goal you're wanting to attain, which is wonderful. Make for sure that you go slow enough that you get all your T's crossed and I's dotted. And here, like I said, this is slow and dreamy and full of beauty and art and poetry and, passion. So it means balance. Balance the two. Maybe speed this one up and bring down a little reality here. Maybe make this one a little calmer, right? And so you have this balance. And I think that's a big deal. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and get some more. But so yeah, this is the perfect time for you to make decisions, come to the edge, and put it into action to make these happen, to make them a reality in your life. Just make for sure you have the balance and allow the magic to happen. But now this one, like I said, stay out of this energy. It's understandable if you're in it, especially because of all this power and drive. But let it go. Okay, here you have the Eight of Wands, which would fit in with this group here. Except for maybe, these two. But this powerful going for what you want. The Eight of Wands is very fast, positive moving energy coming right into you. Okay? This is the fastest knight. And this is probably the fastest card. There, might be others that are fast, but you have two of the fastest. So, something could easily be coming in very quickly. All right. Okay, you have the Five of Swords. To me, this goes in with this card. This is talking about having an argument, but if you see this image, I think it's a wonderful way to describe this energy. It's an argument, but if you take a look, it looks like it's an argument within yourself. Like this bird is whispering little things in your ear that are very stressful. And so these two go hand in hand, right? Challenging energies that are coming from within. Here's the same thing. Only this is to the point that it's keeping you up and makes it hard to think clearly. Okay, let's get another card. And you have the Page of Cups right underneath the Knight of Cups. So all Cups energies have to do with love. Now, being a page, this is a learning energy. And it is wanting to start something new. Okay? So this could be kind of like just touching a little bit on this come to the edge. You want to start something new. And also there could be the potential for learning about how people work, what makes them tick. It doesn't have to be, but it can be. And at the bottom of the deck, from taking that card, you have a card that fits right in up here. The Queen of Wands. She's attractive. She's confident. And she goes for what she wants. And she's unafraid to speak up and be heard. If something's going on, she will bring it to the forefront and deal with it. Okay? So here you have a lot of power. And at the bottom of the two other decks, you had almost the very same card, the one of using your wisdom. The Emperor uses his wisdom. Very wise. Claiming your independence, coming to the edge, very fast moving to achieve your goal. Here's this very fast energy. And here's celebration, support, love. So you have quite a few cards that deal with that as well. So the two things here are being very determined and needing to come to the edge, to come out of your comfort zone to achieve what it is that you want. However, that should not be some mammoth challenge, because you have the Queen of Wands who would do it in a heartbeat, and you have the Emperor. Same thing. You have a lot of power and confidence with you at this time, okay, to achieve what it is you want, that maybe during other times you might not feel so confident in. That's what I'm saying. This would be the perfect time to go for whatever it is that you're really wanting, even if you find it risky or iffy. It's probably a great time to do it. But you also have to use your wisdom. And you have very positive energy, a lot of it coming into you. And now here you also have this loving aspect, this more gentle, calm aspect that's filled with love and beauty and harmony. So it's almost like two opposing things. Not in that these are negative. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is very powerful. And here's very loving. Okay? So I would say make for sure you bring in balance, like I said about these two. Also know that you do have your support system here if you need it. And you do need to remedy these two. They're both very similar, and I think they're both coming from within. So you need to take action to remove these from your life. They will not serve you, okay? They're just going to make whatever you're doing filled with doubt or stresses. So yeah, you need to have those go away. Okay, now let's clarify this. It does look like such a powerful time, which is wonderful. The Five of Wands. Okay. The Five of Wands is like you're being surrounded by arguments, either competition, fighting, conflict. It's very action-oriented and kind of chaotic. But it all depends on, what's going on as to what it is. It could be conflict, but then again, it is quite possible that it would be competition, potentially training, but it's definitely active, right? It's definitely a yang energy. But now if it is arguing, the very best thing you can do is just walk away from it, okay? But it is coming out with this, right? And we already have this, Five of Swords, Five of Wands. So there is conflict here, I think. But even though it talks about it being with others, this is solitary, and this, in this image, is solitary. So this easily could just be within you about all these potential changes. If you stop and think about the energy, if you're a calm person, you're more like this type, and then all of a sudden you're flooded with all this power and the need for independence and, stepping out of your comfort zone and speeding ahead, that's going to bring in some challenging energies, right? And it will. But do not let them get the best of you. You need to take care of that and remove them. That's why I think you have this card here. It is to celebrate what you're doing, but it's also your support system. Make sure you take the time to surround yourself with love and in a loving environment that will help to balance us out. Okay, now let's get another card. Oh, I have them upside down. The Page of Wands. Okay, that makes 2 pages. And interestingly, where this fits right in with these, filled with love and gentleness, this fits right in with these. Okay? This is similar in that it's a learning energy, wanting to go forward and start something new. But this one has so much passion that it's hard to hold themselves back. Kind of like this knight is charging forward, right? And the Queen of Wands is going for what she wants. Okay? So, again, you have this mix. Very interesting. Whoa, okay, we had 2 that just flew out. Okay, here you have the 4 of Pentacles, which talks about you holding on very, very tight to something. And I think it is probably part of this, and part of this. You're holding on to the stresses and concerns, right? Self-preservation kind of an energy. This might be something that's risky, and you might have concerns about going forward with it. But with this came the 10 of Pentacles, which, this is Pentacles, a challenging Pentacles, right, where you're holding on tight. This is where you and everybody you love are going to be so happy with your abundance. So you can't help but see the comparison, the contrast and comparison between the 2 energies here. And I say 2 because that's basically what I'm getting. This really powerful yang energy and this really beautiful, calm, more yin energy. And at the bottom of the deck, it says that you are working diligently to try and accomplish whatever it is that you set out to do. And you're doing the very best you can at it to make the very best result. So, you're working at this, and I think you are needing to and potentially trying to find the balance between the 2. This is one of the very few that has had such a division between power, strength, drive, motivation, and the gentle softness, right? And the sprinkling of uncertainty or of arguments or something. All right, let's get some cards from the universe. And it could be advice, confirmation, letting you know how to go forward. It could be anything that they would like to share. Okay. Good advice. The Hermit. It's saying, you need to go within, take some time, use your intuition to find your enlightenment. This could be a very confusing time, even though most of these cards are very positive. It's just there's such a contrast between the powerful yang and the more passive yin kind, right? Go within, use your intuition to gain the enlightenment on how to go forward. And I think these arguments or challenging energies are inside of you. It's possible there are some external to you, but even so, it's probably related to this. Okay, let's see what else. Oh, 3 cards. Okay. Here you have the 8 of Swords, which comes right before the 9. So to me, that's the universe's way of confirming that, this is going on. And here, this is saying you're feeling kind of caged, right? You have yourself all tied up. And she's got a blindfold on, which is saying it's coming from within you. Then you need to use your intuition and your wisdom to get out of this energy. Because again, like these others, it's not going to serve you. So let yourself out of this cage, right? And because you have one here, 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 and here, you might have to spend a little bit of time on it. Maybe zoom out, see the bigger picture, see what's actually going on instead of looking at it with blinders, and you might get a different perspective, or you might see how to deal with it in a much more effective way. Here you have temperance, which is saying bring in the love and harmony and the balance, which, I've spent a fair amount of time talking about this kind of imbalance, the yin and the yang, and then this little argument here in between the two. This is saying bring in the balance and the harmony. And then here you have the Queen of Cups, which is the mother archetype. She is filled with love, and all she wants to do is help. And she's very trustworthy. So you have your support system here, and you also have a mother archetype that is also a supportive person. So you have help here for you, to help you deal with this, whatever this is. And I'm sure I mentioned this previously, I see this as being a huge positive. Something very powerful is wanting to come into your life, or you're wanting to go for it. So it's something good, but you have this very strong attitude and desire to go for it. And here's the loving aspect, right? And then there's this conflict between the two. And the universe is saying, go within and get this figured out. And if you notice in their lantern, there's a star. And that star is like the star from the star card, which says you can bring whatever it is you want into your reality. It's like wishing upon a star. You can actually do that, right? You have it. That is saying this is what you need to go inside and figure out. And to me, also, this looks like this could very well be your star. And it's saying, make for sure you get out of these challenging energies because they won't serve you. And instead of having these challenging thoughts and emotions, bring in balance and harmony. That will definitely help you achieve your goal and bring balance between the yin and the yang. And you have the Queen of Cups, so I think this is the universe's way of saying you have support. Just reach out, it's there for you. So their advice is wonderful. Yeah. Take time out, gain enlightenment. Get out of the challenging energy. It won't serve you. Bring in balance and harmony. And use your support system. It's great advice. And at the bottom of the deck from taking that, you have victory. And you have all these people in support of you. So whatever is going on here, you are definitely going to be victorious. Just make for sure you take the time to bring in the balance, okay? And find out what this is all about and how you want to go forward. But it looks like there is a lot of passion involved, which is wonderful. Wow, what a reading. Okay, let's get a card from the angels, and then we'll go ahead and close this out with a charm. So, yeah, looks like this is really potentially a very important time for you. One that's got a lot of power. And now I'm looking to see if there's any major arcana. No, actually, oddly enough, I don't see any major arcana. I would think there would be with, oh yeah, pure overall energy. Yes, this is the one. So, extremely powerful, could be major changes. But all these others are minor. Okay? So this might be a big change, but it does not have to be. But you do see here that the end result is victory. So that's wonderful. All right. Big happy changes. Yay! Because this last few weeks looks like it is going to be one busy time. And it's going to bring in big happy changes. And look at the bottom of the deck. Be assertive. So to me, this almost is going in with the rest of these cards. Be assertive. All this powerful yang energy, right? Big happy changes. All this wonderful yin energy. Okay. So keep the balance. Okay, and something else I just noticed. You have the Page, the Knight, and the Queen of Cups. Okay, so much love. But yeah, looks like you need to make sure to keep the balance because you're doing both the yin-yang thing. And that can be a challenge in itself. Okay, let's get a charm. See what we have. Beautiful. You have a shell. Okay, I'm going to put that right here. Shells live in the water. Therefore, it is a water creature. And the cups, water, all about the love. And it's also like you open this up and there's this beautiful pearl. And to me, that pearl is like this yang side that you are going for. Whatever it is you really want, it's very passionate within you. Okay? So, it does combine both the yin and the yang. I really hope this helps, and I hope you have a wonderful few weeks. And I wish you much luck and much love. Thanks so much. Bye.